Hello everyone and welcome to another episode of Cinnamon Stitches. I'm your premier yarn host, Jennifer. Today's day one in my world. It's yesterday. I'm filming this last night. Is day one of Premiere Week. And I already got my Premiere Yarn haul. Full disclosure, this is not my purchase. My purchase will come later. This was Premiere Yarns sent me yarn to show you guys what's on sale. This is day two of Premiere Week. And I'm going to come up with some new ideas. I have no idea what's in this box. But there's also going to be a giveaway in this video. So I will give you the keywords to put in the description or in the comments below if you want to win something that I think is pretty cool in this box. That has been arranged. So thank you to Premiere Yarns for sending us a gift for me to give back to you guys. I don't do giveaways on this channel, and I've said it 100 times before. I don't do giveaways. Why? A lot of times people don't claim their prize. So please, don't create fake accounts. Because I will comment back to you directly, and then you gotta contact me so you can get your prize. And so don't... Also, I'm going to check the accounts. If the account says it was just created, I'm going to automatically go on to the next winner. Don't create fake accounts to win the prize. You have probably a 1 in 10,000 chance of winning this prize. And yeah, so just be fair. Give everybody a shot, you know. I don't even think it'll be 1 in 10,000 because I don't think I'm going to get 10,000 comments on this. It might be a 1 in 1,000 chance of winning the prize, but like I said, I have no idea what's in this box. This was Premiere being super generous and sending also an extra prize for you guys. Where are my scissors? Where are my scissors? So these are all yarns that are part of the Premiere Yarns sale that's currently happening. It goes on till November the 18th, and then it's time for the Black Friday sale. See if I can open this without piercing anything. This bag, or this box, is busting at the seams. Like, oh my god. It's busting at the seams. And you know what's funny? Is some of the yarn that's in here I just ordered. I should have waited to order, but here's the thing. Here is the thing. Thanks for sharing. Premiere Yarns. I love when they send these little red envelopes because it's like I'm top secret agent. I watch too many spy movies. And then the list. The list. She sent me the list, which I already have, but hers is actually printed bigger than mine. Mine was real small, and I'm like looking with my glasses. And then she highlighted, I'm guessing what's in here. And it says Cinnamon Stitches Premiere Sales Week. Let me double check my email. Nothing important. Okay, so there's yarn in here I don't have anymore. I am super, super, super excited. I did my best to put together yesterday's video. Most of my yarn is in storage. A lot of it is in storage. So I was digging. I even went over to the storage unit to try to find some of these yarns that are in this box that I know that I have, but there's so much in storage at this point. As you can see, like, my house is emptying out, and even several of you have said your room sounds really echoey. My whole house has sounded echo. So let's dig into this beautiful box. She absolutely did a fantastic job picking some of my favorites. Now, it's funny because they also messaged me today and said that they put one in here that I said in the video I didn't like. I was like, hey, that can go in the giveaway too, or I can show you guys what that works up like. It's not, no harm, no foul, right? Other than that, these are all yarns I have worked with. Every single yarn on this list is yarns I have worked with and that I like. Which is funny because I showed all of these. I showed most of these in the video. So Premiere Yarns sent me Poppy. This is actually the color I worked with. This has wool in it. This is a bulky yarn. This is, I wish my phone has been so busy lately. That's my husband. All right, so Premier Poppy. This has wool in it. Is a bulky yarn. I think it's a super bulky. Yes, it's a number 6 super bulky. It's 80% acrylic, 20% wool. Look how pretty that is. It is very, I want to say candy coated. It's very colorful. And I did show you guys in yesterday's video, I made a hooded scarf with the poppy yarn mixed with, I think, I don't remember what I said in the yesterday's video, but I mixed it with whatever yarn that they sent it with. I made a hooded cowl. This yarn is really beautiful for heavy duty chunky stuff. So it's 98 yards. It, like I said, there's wool in it. The washing instructions, you guys, I found my actual prescription glasses so I can actually see again, is machine wash, lay flat to dry, I believe. I'm not good at the symbols. I believe that that's what that says. Yeah. All right. This is the colorway Cosmos. And it works out, it's a little busy. It is, but it works up really beautiful for hats, mittens, scarves, hooded scarves, cowls, especially if you live in a colder climate. I do not. I think you could make a blanket out of this, but because it's a lay flat to dry situation, just be aware of that. It could cause some damage if you throw it in the dryer. But this yarn is really pretty. And it's only got 20% wool in it. So it's really soft because it's mostly acrylic. It's like really soft and squishy. Look how brightly colored that is. This one's Cosmos. This is on sale for 42% off for the pop. You know what? I'll just go to the website. It's a bag of 3 poppy because the list that they sent is a percentage off, whereas I have the actual sales now because the sale is actually active. Whereas when I recorded yesterday's video, it wasn't active yet. Come on, Premier Yarns. Come on. There's 3 full pages of the Premier Yarn sale, so I gotta scroll through. I probably should have did this before I started the video. A bag of 3 is $14. $14. I'm gonna pause real quick. I'm gonna gather information so you're not staring at me looking at my phone. I just made my life so much easier by writing that information down. Now I don't have to do all that. So this is $14 for a bag of 3. If you do the math, 14 divided by 3 is what? I'm right back to my phone because my brain ain't gonna do that. 14 divided by 3 is $4.66 for a big luscious ball. Like I said, this is the color Cosmos. And there is a tutorial for a hooded scarf here on the channel that I linked in yesterday's video featuring the poppy yarn. They also sent me a more masculine color, which I love. I never would have bought this. I never would have bought this color. But I do have men in my life that like, specifically my son-in-law, who's not officially my son-in-law. He loves handmade stuff. He is very crochet and knit worthy. Probably because his mom's a knitter, but this is the colorway Ginger Root. Isn't that beautiful? It's got like a tealy blue jean color going on. I love this. I never would have bought this. I steer clear of more masculine colors. I am very much a pink and purple. I mean, obviously. I am very much a pastel-y, girly, floral type color person. And so I would not have ever bought this colorway, which is Ginger Root. That is beautiful. And that would make a really beautiful hat for either of the boys in my life. Really, really like that one. Like I said, this yarn is squishy, it's soft, and because it's a super bulky 6, it works up really, really fast. And this is hilarious because I have a list of things. So because I had the list before so that I could make the video yesterday, I knew what was on sale, and I knew that the Canyon Colors was going to be on sale, so I already knew I was going to buy Canyon Colors, and I picked out Canyon Colors, and I bought Canyon Colors this morning when the sale went live. Yes, I did. Because I love Canyon Colors. Again, it's a bulky yarn, and it's almost winter here in America, and which means it's already winter in some places. Let's be real. The northern states, it's already been cold. Matter of fact, we've already been in the 30s here, and it's miserable. I think I ordered this color. I might not have. This is on sale $3 a ball, and I'm glad that she sent me some of this because I can show you guys up close. This yarn kind of reminds me of Serenity Chunky a little bit, but the colors are like really, really pretty. Of course, it's going to show you in knit on the label. Why does that look so faded? It's clearly more bold than that. The label's faded. This one's more accurate. And again, a masculine color. Doesn't have to be masculine if you like these colors and you're a girl. I'm not judging, but for me, this is something I would make for a guy. Because all the girls in my life we all like pink. We all do. So this is a bulky number 5. It's not as thick as the poppy. Machine wash warm, tumble dry, low heat. Wait a minute. These are the same. The poppy has the same label as this. So maybe I read that wrong. Here, that's the poppy labels. I don't know what those washings, come on. There we go. That's for the poppy. So whatever that means, because this says machine wash warm, tumble dry, low heat. I thought this was the symbol for lay flat. Am I wrong? And what the heck is this one? Because on there it looks like an A. I don't know. I'll have to look that up. Test and approved. Safe against 350 plus harmful things. It's one of the things I like about Premier Yarns is there's only one yarn on Premier Yarns website that I've had a reaction to, and it was the ombre yarn. For some reason I couldn't use it. It reacted with my skin the way Red Heart Super Saver does. Other than that, I have tested and tried out every single one of the yarns that's in this bag and have never had a problem with my eczema or my allergies or anything else breaking me out. So it's a bulky 5. How many yards is this? 109 yards. This is really pretty colors. It's called Sea Breeze. Beautiful colors. And if you don't know, I have a thing for canyons. So I like that it's canyon colors. This one is Vintage Blues. I bought a high-end wool yarn in these colors and I knit a hat out of it. And it's one of my favorite hats I've ever made. And I don't generally wear browns at all. I love the hat because it's made out of these colors. Paid a whole lot of money for it because it was wool. It was fancy. And here we have it in a basic acrylic. Could have saved myself a whole bunch of money because it's only $3 a ball. This one is Plum Dandy. Isn't that pretty? And I did not order this one. I've never even had this one. And look at that pretty pink. It's like a rosy. I really like this one too. And again, this is not a color I would have picked. But tell me that wouldn't look good on my skin tone. It'd be a really cute hat, right? So, $3 a ball. I was so excited to see this in here. This is one of my favorite yarns from Premier. It's the Gumdrop. Now, I did say in the video, this is a bag of 3 for $12, so it's 43% off. I said in the video yesterday, I love the Gumdrop. I love the Gumdrop. It's soft, it's thick and plush, and it makes beautiful amigurumis, including, I have in fact made one of the snakes from the Sarah the Snake tutorial here on the channel out of the Gumdrop, and it is beautiful, and it worked up really gorgeous. The one downside of the Gumdrop, because you know Cinema Stitches always tells the truth, the ends fall apart really easily, so the fluff comes off. A little irritating when you're trying to weave in the ends. But other than that, I have nothing bad to say about this yarn except the ends fall apart a little bit. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? So this is chenille yarn. It's 100% polyester. It's a super bulky number 6 machine wash warm lay flat to dry. I use this for amigurumi. I really like playing with yarn, specifically stripy yarn or textured yarn or patterned yarn for amigurumi. And if I hadn't packed everything away already, I had a ghost back here made out of the bloom, which is the flowery chenille yarn. It just adds something to your amigurumi when there's like different colors in there. It just is cute, you know. And so I actually have a bunch of I have this colorway specifically in storage, and I'm so happy to have more because like I said, I made a snake out of this color. Actually, I think I only had one. I might not have more of this colorway in storage. I made a snake out of this one, and because there are snakes in nature that are red and green, they're venomous. It is the coolest looking snake ever. It's got 2 shades of green and red. This is fantastic for snakes. When I say this was $12 for 3 of them, so it's $4 a ball. These are usually I think $5 or $6 a ball. They're big. Look how big that is. A big ball. How many yards is this? How many yards? It's 174 yards, but it's a super bulky 6. So it's a thick one. And could you make other things out of this? Yes. This would make really cute baby sweaters, baby blankets. The only thing to keep in mind is it's a lay flat to dry situation. And also with all of the chenille style yarns / polyester yarns, there's a tendency of worming. And I say this because I love you and I don't want you to buy yarn that you're going to hate. Don't use double crochet with this yarn. Don't do stitches that require double crochet, because worming is something that happens with polyester yarn like this. Okay, you get little pieces, and not everybody experiences this, and I always get like mixed people saying, oh, that hasn't happened to me. From wear and tear or snagging, little pieces will pull up, the stitches will come loose because it's so slippery, and so you get what was called worming. You get little loops that pull up, the stitches loosen up. It's hard to fix it, it's hard to repair it. And then your blanket will have, this doesn't happen when you do single crochet or half double crochet. It's like a double crochet, treble crochet kind of situation where it worms really bad. And it's not every project does it, like I said. But just if you're going to use chenille yarns for a bigger project and you don't want the little loopy wormy things to happen, small stitches, single crochet, half double crochet. It locks the stitches in a little better. And what I really love this for is amigurumi. And that's what this is going to be absolutely used for, is amigurumi. Let me make my light a little warmer. There we go. Because it is so dark in here, everything is reading blue, so I got to turn my light to a little warmer. What did I say this color was? I didn't. That's Sweet Pea. And then this one, which is the red and green, my back is cramping, is the color Holly Jolly. So I'm thinking I would love to make another red and green snake, but also Christmas is coming, and what amigurumi can I make with red and green? An elf. Because you can cut the colors apart from the stripes and make an elf, or you can just make a stripy elf. That's actually a really cute idea. So there's that. And then these are really pretty. I have worked with the Pixie Dust Brights before. They are not my favorite yarn. And I said that on yesterday's video. It's not necessarily that it's a bad yarn. It's just I didn't necessarily enjoy working with this yarn. Okay? And I'm going to tell you, if you love this yarn has its benefits. It's sparkly. It's really sparkly. So this is a Pixie Dust Brights. This yarn, I am fairly confident came out, I want to say when AC Moore was still open, because I believe that's where I first saw it at. So it's been out for quite a while. And again, it's a, I don't want to call it a chenille style yarn. It's more of a blanket style yarn because it's kind of more shaggy, whereas chenille is more smooth. So on one side, let's see if I can get, let's grab a different color. On one side is like rope, like that. And on the other side is fuzzy. That's one of the reasons I don't like this yarn, is because I can feel the rope and it's not my favorite. It works up really soft and squishy. It really does. It comes in beautiful color. And did I tell you it's really sparkly? Hang on, give it a second. Do you see all the sparkle? I made something out of this on the channel at one point. I don't remember what it was. I think it was a muff set for a little kid. I think I made a muff set. And why did it up so high? I think I hit the camera. And it turned out beautiful, if I'm recalling. I just didn't like the way the yarn felt running on my hand, because you could feel that cord. But with that being said, finished product, it just feels like a fluffy, stuffy yarn. And this, I think, because it's a medium number 4, it's on the thin side. I think if you hold this double, it would make a really beautiful amigurumi with a beautiful fuzzy texture and sparkles. And I happen to have made, I don't know if I have any of the dinosaurs in here. I think I packed them. I made 2 different Triceratops dinosaurs out of sparkly Bernat yarn. And I think that this, specifically the green, would be fantastic dinosaur. It would be so cute, right? So this is the color Lime Sherbet. Lime Sherbet. They said it's a medium number 4, hand wash, lay flat to dry situations, 250 yards, 251 yards, 100% polyester. This is the color Lime Sherbet, which is a beautiful green for dinosaurs. Or the Dragosaurus would be super cute. Like if you use this for my Dragosaurus pattern, it would make a little small Dragosaurus and it would be really, really cute. But I'm thinking a Brontosaurus would be super cute in this color, right? And we have the color Sky, which I'm thinking a little tiny chicken, like a little bluebird in an egg, which is also a tutorial here on the channel, which would be super cute. And then the color Periwinkle, which is a purpley color. And these are all sparkly. And then last but not least, we have white, which the white could be the egg for the little bluebird, which is also a tutorial here on the channel. Damn, what would I make with the periwinkle? What would I make with the periwinkle? What would you make out of the periwinkle? A bird would be cute out of periwinkle, but like the robin's egg blue, which is called Sky. That's more of a bird. What is on there? Cardboard dust. Periwinkle. I don't know. I don't know what I would do with the periwinkle. And that is on sale for $3 a ball for 251 yards. You can also make wearables out of that. Like I said, I made, I think, a muff on the channel at one, like years ago. That you could make sweaters out of that. You can make baby blankets out of that. Of course, it's a hand wash situation, but mittens would be really cute. I don't know that I would make a hat because that type of yarn doesn't have any stretch to it, so I don't think I would make a hat. But mittens would work. That would be a really nice fluffy scarf. And then last, this ain't last, there's another yarn in there. The last yarn that I'm going to pull out is the giveaway, which I think I'm going to throw some more of these yarns in with the giveaway. So we're going to have a little premiere package that I will send to you guys. This is the Sweet Roll Bold. And she sent me 2 of the colors. I made a blanket out of this yarn, which I showed in yesterday's video. I made a blanket, I think, out of 9 balls of this. I think 9 balls made a really decent sized lap blanket. And because, again, this is a super bulky yarn, it's a 100% acrylic, it's 109 yards. 9 of these balls made a really decent lap size blanket. These are on sale for $12 for 3, so $4 a ball. These are very close to the yarn that was released at Joann's right before Joann's went out of business. Like, it's almost identical yarn, and even one of the colorways is identical. But this makes really good blankets. It really does. And they work up super fast. So it's machine wash, warm, tumble dry, which we love for blankets, right? And like I said, it works up fast. The blanket that I made, like I said, I used 9 balls of this yarn for the blanket, and I used this colorway and I think the pastel one. So this is Neon Pop. I'll pull it out. I know you guys can't see with the plastic shining. And then the other one is just rainbow. So I had, I think 3 or maybe 5 of these, and then 4 of the other ones. And what I did is I just made random strips and I did them on different directions, kind of like log cabin, but not quite log cabin. And the blanket worked up in less than a week because it's a giant yarn. Let's see, it says 9mm. I used a 10 or a 12, I think, millimeter. And the blanket was nice and heavy and weighted, which is, I mentioned in yesterday's video, a weighted blanket for someone who has anxiety or stress or panic disorder, or someone who's on the spectrum, autism, ADHD, like anything like that. Weighted blankets are a really good present because it helps to weigh them down. It helps like calm their nervous system. I don't know why it works, but it does, because I love a good heavy blanket on my body. It calms me down. That's why I have a big husband, because like the weight calms me down. This is Neon Pop. It's really soft, it's really squishy, it's 100% acrylic. And then this one is the color Rainbow, which you know Cinnamon Stitches loves rainbow. I love rainbow. Look at that. The very, very typical rainbowy rainbow. And I'm going to tell you right off the bat, this yarn is far, far superior to the anniversary cakes that Yarnspiration releases. And I'm just saying that because they're both like a bulky 6-weight. And this yarn doesn't split like the anniversary cakes do. And yes, the anniversary cakes release new Christmas colors, and do I want them? Yes. Do I need them? No. Am I going to buy them? Probably not. I spent all my money on Premier Yarns. That's okay. Alright, now last but not least are the sock kits. Now I was mistaken yesterday on the price. These are, yay. These are sock kits. These are $24.99, but they're buy one, get one free. And yesterday I said they were 50% off, which is technically true. But to get the 50% off, you have to buy one and get one free, which equals 50% off if you didn't know that math. These are sealed up. I am giving one of these away in a giveaway, and I'm going to throw in some extra yarn. Now, if you don't want the sock kit, don't put the magic word sock kit, okay? Because sock kit is sock weight yarn. And what can you do with sock weight yarn? Now I have to decide which one of these I want to keep. Because one is for me and one is for you. Which one do I want to keep? Because there's Mary Mary colorway, which is 2 of this ball and 1 of the red for the, I think that's red. Mary Mary, yeah. Fresh, what is it? No, it says Mary Mary on both. So there's 2 balls of multi, and there's 1 ball of solid, and the solid is meant for heels, toes, and cuffs. And on Premier's website, let's see, free sock pattern, right there, you scan it, everybody can get it. On Premier Yarns website, they have crochet patterns and knit patterns to make socks with the sock kit. So you can craft your own pair of socks. These kits are really, really cute. I have wanted one of these for a while. So it's 229 yards of the multicolored and then 114 yards of the solid. And you don't have to make socks if you don't want to make these, but it is sock weight yarn. It's super fine. Number 1, it's thin yarn. Okay. It also makes beautiful hats. You can make a hat out of this yarn. You can make anything. You can make a wearable. I don't think there's enough yardage to make a wearable, but you can use sock yarn for so much more than just socks, okay? Because this yarn is soft and squishy. It's 50% superwash merino wool, 25% rayon from bamboo, and 25% nylon. I'm saying it's soft, but I haven't even opened it yet. And then we have the color Insomniac. Now I'm going to decide which one I'm going to keep in just a minute, and then I'm going to open it and show you exactly what's in here. But I want to go to Premier's website and actually look at the sock kits and see which one I want to keep for myself and which one I'm going to give away. All right, so that's the Mary Mary in both the knit and the crochet sock. Very cute, very cute. And then where's the Insomniac? Oh, I like the Insomniac. That's the Insomniac. All right, now, which one do I want to keep for myself and which one do I want to give away? It's a toss-up because they're both cute. All right, I think I'm going to keep the Mary Mary. Okay, we'll put the Insomniac one back because I don't want to open it. I want you guys to be able to open yours. I'll open the Mary Mary, and hopefully it's as cute as I think it is. And we'll look what is in the sock kit. So like I said, you get 2 of these sock kits for $24.99. I'm going to tell you right off the bat, sock yarn's expensive. A lot of times these little balls of yarn, 50-gram balls of sock yarn is like $7.99 for the cheap stuff, but like $30 for the expensive stuff. Okay, so the fact that you're getting 2 full kits for $24.99 is a freaking-tastic deal. All right, it feels like sock yarn. It feels like sock yarn. So this is the solid, so it's 114 yards, 50% superwash merino, 25% rayon from bamboo, and 25% nylon. This is, that's pretty accurate. It's like a rusty red. I think that's what I would call it, rusty red. It's dark in here and like my light is messing with my head a little bit. It's like a corally, reddish coral rusty color. What would you call that? That's pretty accurate. That's pretty accurate. That's what I'm seeing in real life. Pretty color. Oh. And then these 2 beauties. I think I picked right for myself. Hopefully you like the other one as much. Look how pretty that is. So this is the 50-gram balls each, which equals 229 yards. And yeah, I mean, you can feel the wool in it. There's a little bit of a stickiness to the wool, like typical wool yarn. You can also feel that there's nylon and then there's bamboo in there. It feels nice. And the reason I can feel the bamboo is bamboo tends to make yarns feel cooler, like cold. Like there's a coolness to the yarn and I can feel that. It's definitely squishy. So guess who's going to be making socks? And because I have options of whether I want to knit and crochet socks. So we have the knitting needles, and because this is thin yarn, these are probably like 2.5. 2.25. 2, okay, can't see that. 2.75 knitting needles. And a little tiny crochet hook. $2.25. Tiny, tiny, tiny little crochet hook. So you can knit or crochet your socks. And then there are stitch markers in here, so you can keep track of your stitches and your rows. Stitch markers are vital for socks because you have to keep track of, like I'm making the crochet, it's right here. I'm making the crochet socks from Olga Poltava, and I left my stitch markers in. I use stitch markers to mark how far I've gone because like when you're working in the round with really thin yarn like this, one of the problems is you feel like I just crocheted for 2 hours and it feels like you didn't go anywhere. So that's one use for stitch markers, but I kept a stitch marker here because I didn't increase here. And then I kept a stitch marker here so I can tell how many rows I did before because I didn't follow the pattern 100%. Stitch markers are vital. And also if you're doing a top-down sock, sometimes you will need to mark the toes here where you're doing the decreases. Stitch markers are vital for socks. So I'm really excited about the sock kit. I was super stoked. Of course, they asked me, is there anything special you want? Because we're going to send you some yarn. And I was like, I really would like to try the sock kit out. And so they got very excited. They're like, you want an extra one for a giveaway? Yes, ma'am, please. I'm also going to throw in some other yarn. Like I said, it's not going to just be a sock yarn kit. I'm going to throw in, I'm going to make a full package. I'm going to give you a little tasting of, and I'm going to surprise you with what I put in here. Because I don't need all this yarn. And I like to share. Put a little bit of this, a little smackerel of this, smackerel of that. So thank you to Premier Yarns for thinking of me and for keeping me in the know and for sending me all this amazing yarn so I could share with you guys and constantly inspire me to want to make more stuff so that I can inspire you guys to make more stuff. I'm not one of those people that expects, I am not one of those podcasters that thinks that I'm better than anyone else, that I'm full of myself and that, you know, flipping my hair. That's not me. And in a lot of ways, like, I am so overwhelmed with the support that I've received from Premier Yarns, and I never expected this big of a box to be sent my way with all these amazing yarns. And also, it feels really good, like, they kind of know what I like to use and what what my tastes are, which is a big deal because there's a lot of affiliates. And for them to go, oh, Cinnamon Stitches will like this and curate a box for me, makes me feel special, you know? And so, a huge, huge shout out to Premier Yarns. If you want any of these yarns, you can go ahead and click my affiliate link below. That helps support the channel. And if you want to enter the giveaway, use the word sock kit in the comments. And if you don't like using sock weight yarn, you could hold all 3 of those yarns together and crochet something small, and you will get like a DK weight. So that's another option for you. And that would be a really cool yarn. Okay, I'm just saying. You can also use sock weight yarn to carry along with a worsted weight yarn, and it adds like a little stripe of color with it, which is fun to do as well. There's lots you can do with sock yarn. So don't discount it just because it's sock. Now, it does have wool in it, and if I throw in poppy, there's going to be wool in the bag. So if you can't use wool, don't enter this giveaway because there's going to be wool in there. The sock has wool and the poppy has wool, and I might throw some of that in there. I don't know what I'm going to throw in there just yet. But yeah, check out the Premier Week sales. They are really good sales. There's some really amazing yarns in there. And I do have an order that I placed. And I'm going to give you an idea what I ordered, because sometimes that helps people to make a decision. I did order a bunch of the Canyon colors. I did. I think I ordered 9 balls of the Canyon colors. And then I ordered one of the Just Yarn worsted values in the, where it was just select colors, because it was like $4 for a big ball. I ordered that. I think it was purple. And then I will show all of that when it comes in. I don't think I ordered poppy, which is why I'm so grateful that some was in here, because I did hesitate. I thought about it. I ordered Puzzle Shimmer in the blue color. I did not order more Gumdrop because I had some, but I'm really grateful to have some more. I ordered the Retro Velvet in 2 or 3 different colors because it's really pretty. And I think some of those colors will go with the Gumdrops that was sent to me. And then the Stash Goals bags are only $4. I thought about that, but I didn't order that. And then I ordered the Charlotte, the L Charlotte Sunny bag of 3 because I really like that yellow color. And I think that's all I ordered. But what was fantastic is my order was under $100 and I had 21 balls of yarn in my cart, and I had $12 off in reward points. So if you're not part of the reward system in Premier Yarns, sign up for that, because those points do add up. And if you share that link with your friends and they order from Premier Yarns, you get $5 every time somebody clicks that link. I used to put that link in some of my older videos, and every once in a while somebody will click it from an old video and it gets me $5 rewards, which helps me to, it's like a $5 off coupon, and I love that. I am here for that. And with that, I'm going to let you guys go, but definitely check out the Premier Week sales. I have another Premier video coming out tomorrow, which is none of the yarns you're going to see in tomorrow's video. None of those are actually on sale right now, but I bought them when they were on sale. So I'm still going to share that because I was really excited about that order as well. And then next week we're showing Woobles. We got so much fun stuff coming on the channel. I pre-recorded so many videos, it's not even funny. Because with everything going on, we're going this weekend to look at houses, and actually we're going today to look at houses, and we got painters and cleaners coming, and like all kinds of stuff is going on right now. So I'm working my butt off on this channel, you guys, so that I still get an income, especially now. And I lost my train of thought because my husband yelled. I have no idea what I was gonna say, but click the link if you're gonna buy. At least go look at stuff. I like to every once in a while just go in and make an imaginary cart and put stuff in there I wish I could afford. I do that frequently. I've been doing that a lot lately. Oh, like how much would it cost if I bought this, that, and the other, and then I close out of the website before I complete the purchase. I do that. And with that, I'm gonna let you guys go. Don't forget to enter the giveaway by using the word sock kit. And just to reconfirm, the Insomniac colorway is the one we're giving away. And I will throw in some other of these goodies. You can also put in the comments, if you're entering for the sock kit, which one of these other yarns you might want to put in the giveaway, and I might grant your yarn wishes. I might. And with that, I will let you go, and I will see you in the next one. Bye, guys.